Hey folks, what's going on? Good morning from Dhaka, Bangladesh. Today I'm doing a little bit unwell. I'm not doing very well. I've been trying to take medication and a little bit rest mode, but I'm actually doing all the work since yesterday, like maintaining my regular life. So the weather itself in Bangladesh right now, it's the main cause, main culprit. Okay, everybody's being hit. I had high fever throughout the day. I couldn't sleep enough, so yeah, a little bit like restless, and also I'm trying to manage my steps as well, so it helps me. Like the high heat and humidity, I maintain my steps. So anyway, I'm doing this angle because of all this. That's why the whole purpose. Okay, so second episode, I'm trying not to do very heavy work. I don't want to do so much brainstorming, doing some individual reviews. I have some excellent fragrances. I have this fragrance, okay, niche perfume sample. I will send this one my way. I'll review this one soon. I have few more, but today I'm doing just list and comparison videos. Okay, hope you will be not minding that. So these 10 fragrances are not the most common fragrances. Like some of these, yeah, they're okay. Like you have seen them here and there. Some of them are a little bit well known, but some of them are not so well known. They are not really spoken about everywhere, and some of them are kind of old as well. But today's point is giving you some fragrances in the crowd of expensive world nowadays. I feel very bad for people who are in this fragrance game, but they are having to pay so much more money, like just like us, to buy a fragrance, brand new release. We used to get them back in the days like 70 maximum dollars, $80. Nowadays those $80 have become 150, 180, 200, $300. Like a Chanel release would cost you $300. I'm not having any issue with any brand, but the price point have become very high. So sometimes people ask, what should I do as a solution? Should I leave the game? I say no. There are a lot of fragrances you can go back in time. You can buy partials, you can buy from good deals, you can buy from people when they let it go for cheaper. You can buy from marketplace. A lot of solutions there. But ultimately, if you are in that guy, like you don't want to buy someone's used fragrance or partials or decants. You want to buy a full bottle, and you want something within 40, 45 odd dollars, which is a very good price. I would say most of these fragrances are within that price range. Maybe a couple of them are discontinued, I'm not sure, but more or less they are within $50. You can score them if you look for a good deal. Okay, check out my full review on each. First fragrance I'm going to show you is a fragrance. It's a mix of like not the same type of perfumes. They are different perfumes. Like some of them are powerhouse, green, fresh. Some of them are spicy. Some of them are sweet. So let's go one by one. You understand. First one I'm going to show you is called Force Majeure from Bogart. This perfume is a fragrance. You can see from the bottle, it speaks for itself. Like it looks like a budget fragrance. Okay, like Bogart house. People know even if they get expensive, how expensive? 25, 35 maximum. So somewhere I see this fragrance is priced quite high. I don't know why is that, but Bangladesh I saw someone selling for $75, and then the Bogart signature was even more expensive, like $85. Perhaps due to availability. Okay, but mostly these are 25 to 35. Okay, Force Majeure, it's a man's man perfume. Okay, simply speaking, if you like foresty green type of perfumes like Pakaraban Purom, okay, or fragrances like what's that fragrance? Those green, like a nature, like a little bit like a Majeure and a Powerhouse sort of perfumes. Kurom Silver, okay, or fragrance like not Lapidus, I would say, but these kind of fresh green perfumes, you would really like this. This is a kind of lemon, and then maybe tarragon or something was in there. There's like a basil green feel from it, so it's a lemony, citrusy green fragrance with a foresty feel. If you know YSL, Life Jazz and stuff, this is kind of in the same direction, but mostly I find similarity to Pakaraban Purom. This is an alternative to that, which is much more expensive than this. Force Majeure is the first one. Okay. Sorry, I'm trying to also have some coffee to keep the voice going. This is the problem. 2 more months. Okay, what happens in 2 more months? 2 more months, we're gonna see some cold weather, so hopefully. Next one is one of my very favorite perfumes. Okay, this is the cheapest in this whole lineup. Okay, easily, and I don't know if you find it in your country, but if you can get it, okay, from the whole line. I reviewed a lot of perfumes from this house, which is called Wildstone, and this is called Whisky. This is Indian brand. I don't know if they make these in Dubai or something. This is a very budget friendly banger. Check out my review. I gave it 10, I think 10 or 9.5. And when you give such high score, there has to be a reason, right? This perfume is one of the best boozy fragrance with a smell, performance, something similar to, say, Couté, if you like Couté, you know, unique luxury kind of, man, my words are not so perfect today. Okay, if you know unique luxury Couté, this is similar to that. This one, when I smelled it, I felt like I should have gotten like 2-3 backup bottles, because within $10 you can get this quality. This is a winter perfume, okay? And if you really like a boozy, like a real whiskey feel, and this one, when you spray it, people, like, you know, sometimes your mom would ask you like, did you drink? So it does give a boozy feel, and it's sweet, and it's very beast mode. Like last winter I met one of my brothers, he was wearing this, like he said, brother, I bought it under your recommendation, can you tell me what I'm wearing? I could detect that I know that perfume, but I couldn't remember the name. But then he said, this is the one, you know. I'm so impressed with it. He lives in Oman. Just giving you the story. He lives in Oman, and he said this fragrance is as nice to him as some of the more expensive Arabian perfumes, okay? Speaks, like tells a story. Trust me on this one, check it out, okay? Always check a perfume if you can. Wildstone Whisky, great fragrance. Next one is one of my favorites. I got this like last year. And during the last days of winter, I went to, I think, a resort to review this, and I really wanted this. This is one of the celebrity perfumes, very affordable again, $30, $35 maybe. This is Antonio Banderas, the Secret Absolu. Very golden like, okay, golden. This, I don't want to show myself, so, but there's like a front plate, which is like a key to the bottle or something. And it's like a little bit painted like, I think, Armani Code Profumo, like this color, okay? So you can see the juice color, I think maybe it's painted gold, or the juice is gold, cap is black, but the bottle quality is not so good. The cap, like cheap plastic. But this fragrance, there's a reason why I'm featuring it here. It looks like 1 million-ish, right? Yeah. It's very similar to very modern perfumes. If you like the odds of Armani Code Profumo, Armani Code Absolu, if you like 1 million Elixir, if you like 1 million Parfum, not Parfum, 1 million, some of the other ones, you know, like the sweet ones, warm vanilla. And then, you know, Jean-Paul Gaultier, like this line. This is a budget take on those, but not exactly dupe of anything, okay? When I spray this, the fragrance longevity has some issue. It doesn't last more than 2.5 hours on me. But if you wear it in the winter, it goes like 3.5 hours pushing. And such a beautiful perfume, okay? It has some fruity notes, red fruits and stuff in the opening. It's gorgeous. It's got warm leather. It's kind of golden in that way. And it's not oud. It's just a sweet vanilla, like Azaro, the most wanted sort of fragrance. So if you love those, try this one out, okay? This is very affordable if you find it for a discount. The Secret Absolu by Antonio Banderas. I love doing this lists, okay? It gives me so much option. Next one is a better fragrance than that. It's kind of like, if you like Hugo Boss bottle type of perfumes, YSL L'Homme, if you like the warm apple, a little bit of a warmth to it, a little bit of a floral, musky. This fragrance we used to recommend back in the days to kids, okay? Like when I started my journey, I got this. I used like 2-3 bottles of it. Jaguar Classic Gold. From the whole classic line, this one is the best, okay? I love the red one, which is also nice. They used to be just about $20 back then. Now the price have gone to $35, okay? Jaguar perfumes, okay? Let me finish my coffee, then we continue. Okay, so what's so special about Classic Gold? One thing not so special is that bottle. It's very cheap quality bottle, and the outer layer is plastic. If you drop it somehow, I lost one of my bottles like that. It broke from the side, and when this outer layer comes off, the bottle looks very cheap. But with this outer body, it looks nice. This smells so good. The juice inside, it deserves such a better bottle than this. Even the other ones, the other classics, the red and whatever they had in this line, they're not as good as this. This one has very good longevity. In the fall, winter, this one lasts pretty much 4 or 5, even pushing in UK weathers or somewhere where you have cold weathers. This one, people told me they got 6-7 hours, and by the time it got weaker, but it does like covered like almost the whole working day in a fall day. So great fragrance at budget, Jaguar Classic Gold. Check out my review, one of the older perfumes, okay? So I have a little bit of runny nose, sorry about that. I have the cold. Yeah, after the shower is just releasing. Next one, it's the most expensive here today, okay? I'm telling you, it's the most expensive. They got a couple more, but this one is not my top 5 for a reason. It's the least safe blind buy. This is Afnan Tobacco Rush. A few days back, I'll tell you, I had Patchouli Rush and this, and both of them are inspired by two very expensive niche perfumes. I remember this one was Carolina Herrera's mystery tobacco, or one of those, you know, the smoky tobacco, what was it called? So basically the red bottle. Someone told me, one of my brothers, that this is a take on that, and I thought like all these days it's like inspired by red tobacco, which is more sweet, smoky, but this is very spicy. This got a lot of pepper, and this one got leather and tobacco combination. Man, if you pay attention, these are like the side, very premium. This is like velvety, and one of the nicer thing is the cap is magnetic. When I bought it at first, it was like $75. Okay, now I think the prices are like 50, 55. If you find it at that price, try it. This fragrance, when you wear it, if you want attention, let's say you want to wear something like Amouage house, okay, this one gives the same performance as Amouages, okay. That's the beauty of it. Afnan is a very underrated house, and this fragrance, if you're a fan of tobacco spicy fragrances, check it out, okay. Very nice perfume, but not for all. Try before you buy. So let's start with top 5. Sorry, top 5 is about my favorite perfumes, okay. Let's go. Number 5, I'm going to show you Rayhaan, okay, the Lion. And Rayhaan's, these bottles are much nicer. Atomizer is much nicer, more creative, and I think this was a little bit more pricey than regular Rayhaan Ocean Rush and all. I love their new magnetic caps and all. This one, they also have the Tiger Edition, Kel Cologne, but this one is an easy pick. Why? Because this is similar to Jean Paul Gaultier Ultra Male, and this in budget is one of the cheapest Ultra Male alternatives. Not the best. I will not say this is the best. I do think Armaf has Lion, that one maybe, or Armaf Lion or what? One of the fragrance on Armaf and Armaf Odyssey something. Those are better because of longevity. This one lasts about 4 hours, 3 to 4. But it's such a decent fragrance, okay? Those who are students, not everybody has deep pockets. Sorry, those who wanted to buy a budget fragrance and they are really nice people, like they understand what they're getting into for their 20 something odd dollars, they will like this, okay? So it's a full bottle worthy for a price of a decant of a designer fragrance, I guess. Rayhaan's Lion. Sorry. Sorry, excuse me. Yeah, sniffing a little bit of perfumes, it just triggers your cold. Okay, the next one is the most rare one here. This one you will not find it very easily, but if you do find it, get it, okay? If you don't have any way to test it, get it still, because this is one of my first perfumes I had a sample of, fell in love with it in Malaysia, and I was desperately looking for a full bottle. From House of Ferrari, there are a lot of fragrances I love. This is one of the most underrated ones, with a beautiful bottle called Ferrari Man in Red. This perfume you don't see it in any other shops right nowadays. And this was available once like very cheap, $25. Now it's more of 55, 75 bucks. And this perfume is, you can see, gorgeous red bottle with that Ferrari body, car body sort of a bottle. This is about apples. If you love sweet apples, a little bit of pepper, and it's a sweet pepper as well. You wear it in like when you wear polo red with a better performance. Same type, but this one doesn't have coffee. This fragrance, literally the opening is such a beautiful accord, It's warm, it's sweet, it's fruity, it's summery. You can use it all year round, but in the fall time, it lasts a little bit longer. It's like the standard 4 hours to 5 hours performance, but man, within 45 bucks, what a fragrance it was, okay? Like back in the days, it used to be 25, 35 bucks, So I would suggest underrated one. If you find it some of your local shops where they have discounters, try this out, Man in Red. Number 3 is the most beautiful scent profile here out of the 10. Most beautiful. Performance, back in the days, it used to come in a wooden box. I remember the reviews, but those are not available. Though they changed the packaging, you can still have this, not discontinued, but such a beautiful, stunning fragrance, which has notes like cedar, orchid, iris, and I think they have sandalwood, vetiver, cashmere wood, and patchouli, which is this fragrance for House of Kenneth Cole called RSVP. Okay, I forgot the full term of RSVP, but it's like, I think reserve something. I forgot. Anyway, so RSVP, this perfume, you do not see anybody talking about it, do you? Like this bottle, have you seen it in any list? No. Reviewers from back in the days, you ask them, like Chad, if you asked older reviewers, like the OG reviewers, they will tell you, man, this fragrance is a good one. Okay, it's for me, in my experience, it's not very summer friendly. It does perfect in fall. Once again, when you have the winter coming up and evening time, the sun goes down, it starts getting a little bit cold, and let's say you go for like a buffet at a hotel, and buffet, you know. So if you go there and then after a little bit of food, you feel like, oh man, I ate too much, and then you have some dessert, and then you feel like, oh my god, I even ate some more, and then you want to just walk around for a while just to be like, you know, a little bit lighter. So I went for one of those buffets one time. I was wearing this when I got this perfume, and it was a date. So I was wearing this and I keep respraying it, and they had like 3-course meal, like iftar, so you call it buka puasa, like breaking fast, and then you can also have dinner. So they give you like all sort of menus. So you want to like empty your stomach a little bit, you know, you just go in the loo and stuff. So that kind of day I was walking by the pool, this fragrance in the breeze, so beautiful, that iris note. If you do love iris, you know, it's not like Dior Intense, okay, but is that orchid and iris creates a beautiful scent profile. Just smell it, okay, you'll love it. Okay, RSVP by Kenneth Cole. Number 2 and number 1. Number 2, the Playboy Rasas is Daarej Purom. Back in the days, $22. And this fragrance is, few days back I wore it. I was decanting some for one brother, and I remember, oh man, I have Shura, I do have this one. Then I had like not only Hawas, because people, all they think is now Hawas is everything, right? But Daarej, man, this was a Valentino V take. And Valentino V I never got to review, never got to own, because it's super discontinued and super expensive, $500. I don't think any fragrance should cost $500 unless they have real gold in it or something, okay? So Rasas is Daarej. Let me just remind you what a legend this was. I never found any reformulation issue, never performance issue. This is weird smelling, sweet, kind of spicy, and it was like maybe, what was it, like a sweet, spicy, like a, was that lavender perhaps or something. This is a sweet, spicy, mysterious fragrance which lasts a long time. This is one of the longest lasting here. And Daarej is such an expensive smelling perfume, okay? When people wear it, I can detect it, what it was, but I can't remember what the fragrance, the name, okay? Because in air it smells so amazing, and the bottle doesn't do justice. It's a nice bottle, but don't really like the outlook of it. But Daarej, what a great fragrance. I don't know how much it's selling for now, but still affordable, I guess, okay? Rasas is Daarej, number 2. Now finish with the fragrance. I had to pick one from Lattafa. Recent times I'm in love with these perfumes, okay? This one, it's called La Collection, that this whole word I cannot say, but you can say 1910, the number, okay? Let's go with the bike, okay? Like the vintage bike. This is their Pride line, okay? And this fragrance is amazing. Amazing fragrance, okay? I actually prefer by far the car, vintage car, but vintage car is a take on Dior Intense. This is a take on 1 Million Elixir, one of the amazing fragrance designer side, but very expensive. This perfume is number 1 for a few reasons. One thing, the prices are now much better. No longer $65. You can get this within 40. I got them for $40, the whole Pride line. And the bottle, you have to give it to the bottle. Like, look at that 3D bike. You want this just for the collection itself. And then this fragrance lasts a very long time, and it smells very good quality. Like 1 Million Elixir, I would say that is a better fragrance than this. But when you see the price point difference, like half the price, you get how decent quality you get. And Lattafa's this line, Emirati line, they're just crazy, insanely good. So number 1 today, I'm gonna go with this one, 1910, the bike version, okay? So do let me know which ones you have tried, and see, some of them are very underrated, lesser known. So I mixed it up with some known ones and some not so known ones, but overall it's a good remix, like good mix, and RSVP is an underrated one here, okay? So do let me know how you like these and how many you tried. Have a nice, thanks for watching. I think I'm gonna go upload them together, and soon I hope I feel better. Keep me in your prayers. Take care. Good night from Dhaka, Bangladesh. Bye-bye.